Hello, ladies and gentlemen. In this episode, I want to throw out a warning because we do make some jokes about some dark topics and some tragedies, and if that upsets you, this is not the episode for you. Otherwise, enjoy the episode. And remember to send all your hate mail to nick@discourseofhumanevents.com.
Shit, what's this podcast called?
Discourse of Human Events.
The discourse is just crazy.
Everything's okay, I'm just trying to act my age. Yeah, I wanna know where the hell the days go. Yeah, I wanna know where the hell the days go. I wanna look
All right. 1, 2, 3. Dildos!
I was almost on point with you somehow.
I have no idea where you're going to say it.
I just wanted to make the dildo count more, fun and exciting.
I admit,
It's become too repetitive.
are you saying
It's the same
dildos
way.
are not fun and exciting just in
How
general?
dare you?
Nope. I need a bigger, better dildo.
Maybe next time instead of a 1, 2, 3, we'll do a 10, 9, and then it'll be dramatic by the time we get there.
And rather than we have liftoff, we have dildo.
we have dildos. Dildos.
Sounds like something they would do in a porn.
What?
Like,
What are you talking about?
they always have the weirdest things. Like, they can do... maybe I'm just weird. I just imagine, them doing, the countdown and the dildo into there. We have dildo.
Okay, so I pictured a chick just doing the squat position in a rocket right under her, and somebody doing the countdown for the dildo to just go up into her.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You had the same visual. Okay.
Yes, exact same thing.
Obviously.
But not the porn that's produced to have story or some I don't know.
Storyline?
Yeah.
It's just, this is definitely kink porn. This is definitely out there porn.
Sold to NASA nerds and stuff.
Have you ever seen those rockets where you it's all air powered, but they have a foot pump and you just stomp on the pump real hard and it shoots the rocket up? That's low budget porn right there. Anybody with a camera can do that.
Depends on
We
what
encourage
you're
all listeners, send your rocket porn to Nick at discourseofhumanevents.com.
If only that existed. Does that exist?
It's going to now.
Mm.
I'm going to make that account right after this episode.
Yeah, for all our listeners.
important.
I might have accidentally got blitz drunk.
Are you?
I might, yes. I took the Everclear and I poured what looked like to be about a shot of Everclear and then poured the rest with Dr. Pepper. And then I drank half of it and then I refilled a lot of it with more Everclear. And it burned really bad the first drink. So
It's going to be a good podcast.
I'm getting blitzed apparently.
Bourbon?
Yeah, that's the really high concentration. What's the proof of Everclear?
The type I have that they can sell in stores I think is 80 proof. 80?
No, it's not 80 proof. You mean 80%?
No.
Most whiskey is 80.
Or no, yeah, I mean 80%. Sorry, 160 proof.
Mm.
No, that's not right. Because
Alcohol.
is that right?
Rubbing alcohol is
151.
75%.
I'm gonna use this little invention called the internet.
What?
How dare you?
Because there's two different types. One you can buy on a military base that's a higher proof. But so I have the 75%.
So yeah, that's what they say. Usually 75.5.
I was pretty
What's
close with
rubbing
80.
Alcohol?
95% is
Not
the
that
kind
far.
you can get at a military base or something.
Mm.
So I do have.
Yeah, they say it goes up to 190.
So I have the 151.
Dude.
Some good stuff, man.
I've had the 190 before. I actually knew somewhere where
Was
I
it
worked
good?
where she had a
Like,
military
did you drink
ID.
it straight?
Can you
Huh?
even tell the taste?
Did you drink it straight?
No, I made the apple pie stuff with it, like the apple pie moonshine.
Oh, I was going to say otherwise. I'd just
That's
I
impossible.
don't think I could do that.
The Everclear I have
Drink that
now
straight?
is like burns your whole insides when you take a shot of it.
You become blind.
It's like it's so funny. Your body is basically screaming at you in every way possible. Do not be doing what you're doing. Stop, you goddamn fool! And you're just like a little bit more.
But I like the feeling after all this.
Mm-hmm.
I like. I kind of. It really is just poisoning your body to get a high, though. Like basically all you're doing, right?
Mm-hmm. That's pretty much what drugs are.
Yeah. It's true. I wouldn't call all drugs poison, though. Alcohol is literally poison.
Yeah, pretty much.
What's the definition of poison?
That's a good.
Like, does it
question.
do harm?
Yeah.
Almost all of it fucks you up in some way.
I would
Yeah.
think excessive harm, though, to the point where it can kill you in a single sitting. I think to be poison, you have to be able to take it all in a single sitting and die. And people have done that plenty of times.
You're
with
just
alcohol.
trying to define it so that weed's not one of them.
Definition of no, I'm not. I would. Would you call weed a poison? Though, like, oh, I'm so drunk I typed definition of alcohol. Whoops. Oh, buddy.
We know that one.
A substance that is capable of causing the illness or death of a living organism when introduced or
You call it
absorbed.
illness, pot.
Pot, I guess technically.
This is not the rigid definition. I mean, if you eat enough salt, you're gonna die too.
Yeah, see, that's.
Salt's a poison. There we go. Done.
I feel like you have to
Done.
have the death be possible.
Hey, you can actually die from drinking too much water. I know
You
that.
can.
So,
Water's
totally
poison.
a poison.
Stop drinking the water, guys. Stop. Stop
Yeah,
drinking the
talking
water.
about toxicity without talking about quantity is ridiculous.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I guess poison is essentially really a meaningless word. It's really about the intent. What do you
Yeah.
intend to do with it?
That's true.
Kind of an odd thing.
But alcohol is synonymously used
much
with the
you take?
term poison. Like, pick your poison.
Yeah, well, I would say some people do use it with the intent to fuck themselves up. Like kind of a self-punishment. Like, I hate my life, I'm going to drink and just...
That's true. That's true.
You know?
Do you?
That's a very valid.
Mm-hmm.
Took your line off.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas weed, no sir.
Yeah, I don't feel like potheads are like self-loathing type.
Yeah. I feel like
What
some are,
do you
but those
think
are
of
also ones that will
self-loathing?
drink and smoke weed a lot. They'll just do both.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of which, I haven't had weed in a long time.
I know at least one time. This wasn't that long ago.
Bro, that was like
What do you count
3
it down
months
in
ago.
hours?
That was like 3
You're
months
like,
ago.
oh, a long time. That's been like 4 hours.
3 months ago, dude.
That's not that long.
That is a long time. When's the last time you've had alcohol? Besides today.
Yesterday.
Exactly. Exactly.
Alcoholic.
All right, you got me there. But I have a problem.
Yeah, I had a problem with weed. Now it's just one of those things I do every now and then. Once in a great while.
All right.
Meow meow.
So what else are we talking about? What's in the news
I wanna
today?
hear-
I don't think there's been any major event, really.
Nothing going
Nothing
on in the
comes to
news.
mind.
Dude, it's hard to beat the Vegas, okay? Like,
Yeah, okay.
the-
We were
I don't
dancing
think she
around
got
it.
the point.
We were dancing around it, and you just had to boom right in there.
Yeah.
Cody's just like, oh no, guys, how about those people being murdered?
Oh yeah.
What?
Yeah. So I don't know. I feel like we're already the news moves so fast now.
We're already
We're
behind the times, man.
past that.
Yeah.
we're for the listeners now. The shooting was on Sunday,
Yeah, that's like an eternity.
Well, it's not something.
and it's Friday today. That's like
I
old
don't-
news.
To be fair,
I'm already like, when's the next shooting gonna be?
You know what happened though? Ralphie May died today. There you go.
I did see that.
Who?
I never actually really listened to him, but
He
people
was
seem
a
to like him.
really, really fat comedian.
Yeah.
I saw one like a decade ago, maybe 15 years
It's not
ago.
like
He
a
was
shock
funny.
he died.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'd put it that
he
way.
wasn't.
That's all the comedian needs to do is just be funny.
He wasn't
So
like.
you have one job.
I hear he's
He
funny.
wasn't really funny, but he wasn't like bad. He was just like.
Mediocre.
Yeah, he was a mediocre comedian.
You said you
I
saw
thought.
him 10 years ago, though.
10 or 15, like on some TV show or something.
I would assume he's improved quite a bit after 10 or 15 years.
I feel like I would have heard of something from him.
He has a
Yes, he
Netflix
had.
special. I would think that would.
Oh, does he?
Yeah, I would think that would put him up a little bit better than
So
what he
how
used to.
did he pass away?
I don't know. The dude weighed like 500
I'm just gonna
pounds.
assume cardiac arrest.
Oh, okay.
How did Ralphie May die? So anybody that's offended during this podcast for anything we say, just remember we are blitz drunk. Whoa! Did you type in how did Ralphie May die and look what Google has done?
Ralphie May
It's
died.
weird.
Cardiac arrest.
Yeah, it like
Oh,
has
okay.
it though as like a little fact box, like
Oh, yeah. They're trying to, like, get a little more AI, like Watson or something, to kind of know what you're asking.
yeah, that's neat.
Google knows everything.
That's kind of creepy. And then it also has people search for, and then shows how other people, famous comedians, have died.
So his poison is food then, right?
Yeah. His
pretty
poison
obvious.
is food.
So
Yep.
so yeah, back to the topic. It's about the quantity.
I mean, he was big. Like, click on the pictures.
Yeah, I should show him Chloe.
Yeah.
It's kind of sad.
He's actually lost weight in the most recent ones that I see on here.
You know what? I actually, now that I think about it, he was on Joe Rogan recently, and he was really funny. I forgot all
Jesus.
about that.
There you go.
Uh,
It's one of those older pictures.
that can be healthy, right? I think.
You think?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. The
No,
fact
it's
that
definitely
he's
not
not
healthy.
with us anymore.
How
Maybe
old was
he's-
he? He wasn't that old.
I think he said 45.
That's
Dude,
still
gotten
very
older.
young.
Yeah.
He's still relatively young, right? People live to like 90s easy these days.
I think he really died of exertion. He walked 500 feet.
It could have been. He might have, like, walked up steps and died. Like, for real, though.
It's cool though. You can make fun of him. He always made fun of himself.
Huh. Yeah,
Well,
that's
he
true.
made money while
At
he was
age
active.
16, 42 of his bones were broken in an automobile accident. When he was 17, he won a contest to open for Sam Kinison. That's pretty
Really?
cool. Yeah.
Hmm.
That's legit. I was looking to see if they had how much he weighed, but I don't see it.
It's not important anymore.
Mm.
Very important. I'm gonna have to watch one of his shows now on Netflix just to see how funny he was.
I bet it's really hard to shop for his casket.
Oh my god!
Dude.
That's just an odd thought.
No, I wasn't saying oh my god to
There's a
that. I
place
saw how
called
much he
Home
weighed.
Depot. Pretty sure you
Oh,
can
how
make
much?
Okay, so his weight after his car accident at age 16, he was 800 pounds.
one. Whopping 800.
What? How tall is he? Do you know his height?
No.
It doesn't matter, man. Like,
800 pounds. Yeah, I know.
imagine the car that hit
16 feet
him.
tall.
It's like you're hitting a cow in the middle of the road. Like your car got smashed.
One day when the construction crews, what do they call those? The wrecking ball
Yeah.
didn't show up. They just told him to run really fast at the building.
Well, he doesn't really run that fast anyway. Terrible.
awful.
He's a big man.
I don't know.
He was actually featured in a Miley Cyrus video.
Really?
Yeah, Wrecking Ball.
Jesus.
Please don't.
See, the thing is, I don't
Please
think
don't.
about Miley Cyrus enough to
Please
make
don't.
that connection. Oh, you know what would have
That's a good
been
one,
great? Instead of Miley Cyrus singing it, Ralphie May singing it, doing the swinging.
That would have been good. That would have been good.
I would have paid to watch that.
What?
Just for the laughs.
You sure?
I would die laughing if he did that.
Just for the
Missed the
walls.
golden opportunity there.
Dude, it takes certain type of stomach to watch that.
Hmm?
Whoa, enough with the puns here. Jeez, Chloe, you're being so insensitive.
Yeah, too soon. Too soon.
Too soon.
Jesus.
God.
The man is dead.
How dare you?
I'm very sensitive. I see that
Oh,
a
Lord.
lot.
I really do need to watch. I really need to watch him now after we made fun of him for the past 5 minutes. I do know he made a lot of fat jokes, but it's one of those things where, you know, like chubby comedians, they don't have to. But when you're a fat comedian, you have to acknowledge it at some point in your act.
You gotta mention the elephant in the room, and that elephant is you.
Saying that I'm sensitive.
Lordy. That was good. That was a good one. That was really good. Oh, man. So what else is going on in the news?
I have no idea.
Other than making fun of other people's deaths.
Oh, yeah.
Do you want to chime in on the deaths of about 60 people, Zach?
We might be too drunk for that. We might have to, like, cancel the...
Edit it out.
It might be another podcast I can't release because we went too far.
We've got too much good here. Let's keep going. On something that's not 60 dead.
Just to remind everybody, after you heard all this, there are podcasts we said, no, we went too far. We can't release it. We can't do it.
I don't want, like, I don't know. One day I applied to them for a job and they're like, no, I heard some things.
Oh my gosh. Whew. 2 Lakers fans get assaulted for taking a knee. Oh, that shit. The whole taking a knee. We got on that last podcast. Let's not do that.
Okay.
I just haven't released it yet.
I was too drunk for that one, too. I don't even remember.
I remember talking about football a lot, so I know we talked
about
about
we did talk about it. I think we did. I do remember.
I think I remember that too.
Anything else new?
Other than the obvious, I don't know.
Other than the obvious,
rest
not
seems
really. I
really
feel like we
boring.
have to dive into it, man. Like, there's no other.
Well, what is there to talk about?
I
They
don't
have
know.
no idea what the dude did, like why he did it. He's just an old man that shot a bunch of people. Like,
Yeah, that's the biggest thing.
like that's the extent of what everyone knows.
What the fuck was this guy's motive? Just like, fuck it, I'm gonna kill a bunch of people. He was literally like the worst kind of terrorist you can think of. Is just a random act.
All it takes is one people snapped it. He seems to be like a really well prepared. Like got all his gears together, you know.
So
Yeah, that's the thing. He seems like
Yeah.
if he has no motive, then he must be insane.
Yes.
But he was very rational, very planned out.
Yeah.
So he doesn't seem insane. So that's why everyone's like, it doesn't make sense.
crazy.
It's
I don't-
very
yeah.
odd. that
Oh
a
no!
rational
You know what that
person would do
means?
it.
There's gonna be a lot of conspiracy theories.
Like, is he a terrorist? Is he just some grumpy person? Like, what?
Is he grumpy? What do you use the word grumpy? Oh, get off my lawn, kid!
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It's get off my lawn, you damn kids. Elevated to 11.
He turned it up to 11 for sure.
Goddamn people 2 hours away from my house playing this loud music.
Spinal tapped about
Jesus.
500 people, apparently. 58 people. Dude, we need to go back and listen. This was my plans, actually. I wanted to go back and listen to our predictions, because we predicted another big shooting. And I think we might have...
That's easy to predict.
But we might have predicted that it would constantly be beating each of the last shootings. This is huge. I didn't know this.
Yeah, 60 people, right?
58 people dead and 489 injured.
That's a lot of injuries.
That is a huge number of injuries.
Yeah.
That is crazy. Like, he must have been seriously loaded up
Planning
with
it?
extra ammo. Like, how many bullets does an automatic weapon carry? Like 50, maybe?
Yeah, I don't know. What difference does it make? I have no idea.
I don't know. I'm just curious of how many times he actually had to sit there and reload. Like, that puts in perspective how much time it took for him to just spray.
I can tell you one thing. The engineer who invented automatic loading must be thinking like, yep.
What?
Well, I don't think so. He's probably way dead by now.
That's true.
And plus, he probably invented
like,
it during, like, wartime, where it was, like, good job.
Exactly. He probably got the corner office at the murder factory.
Well done.
No, but, like, the basic, like, the first gen may be invented, like, during the wartime, right? I mean, I'm sure the new ones, they probably made some delta improvement of the old one. Like, oh, we made this really good improvement so that your reload time actually decreased by 5%. And you can just sit there and thinking, like, man, that improvement killed another 10 people.
But that's the whole thing about guns in war, is you constantly producing something to kill people better. It's not necessarily a good thing, like, unless you're on the side that's winning.
See, there's no major wars going on right now.
Yeah.
So, but there's still these gun manufacturers, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So they've got to retarget their marketing to the shooters.
Well, how else are they doing it?
Oh, God.
No concert or whatever is safe with this new feature.
Christ.
well, then you got to think, right?
Yeah.
Like, how am I gonna make those Wall Street guys happy? Like, this year's bonus is gonna decrease so much. No more mass shooting. Nobody buys guns.
Do you know?
Damn it.
Do you know gun stocks went up like a crazy amount?
They always do after a
all I
shooting.
know
Yeah,
is
every
that-
time.
Because they think, oh no, someone's gonna take our guns. The government's gonna come take them.
Yep.
And people just go and buy a bunch.
So what
And
is
they never
your
do.
stance on gun control, Nick? Like, what do you think gun control should be? How do you think it should be designed?
I think
Oh, gee, there's something
as
crazy
soon
gonna happen.
as a baby comes out of the womb, they need to be issued a 9mm. Like, this is America.
Well,
America.
And he needs a Glock and a cigar.
Welcome to America, son. But of course, before he comes out of the womb, you gotta check that passport to make sure he's allowed in.
Hold on. We gotta check your green card, buddy.
It's kind of amazing.
We can't just be giving out these Glocks and cigars willy-nilly, like. Jesus.
What's your position on gun control?
You alright? Easy, man.
I don't know if I can jump to a serious note after that. In a serious
That's
note,
serious, Nick.
I think obviously it should be controlled at some point, but I do think all weapons like this should be available. There just should be a much more heavy control over them.
Yeah, I don't even think there should be control. Okay, I get 60 people died, and that's a tragedy.
Yes.
But, like, how many people would you accept to die every year to basically be generally free to do pretty much what you want?
Well,
So I'm saying, like, so you could buy these this entire time for 30, 40, 50 years. 50 years you could buy these. This is, like, maybe the biggest shooting ever. But suppose this happened every single year. That's still like 100 people a year dying
the
due
statistics
to
are actually
the
very
ability
low.
to buy this.
It's just
Yeah,
so
it's actually
tragic
way
because
lower. This
is
just a
senseless.
huge spike in the thing.
Yeah.
But 100 people a year die, let's say, based on the ability to purchase this gun that the guy used. The gun and the stock or whatever. Bump stock.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That sounds like a lot. But then you go, well, how many people die for automobiles? It's like 10,000 die.
Dude, that's
a
what
year.
I was just
Way
looking
higher.
up. I was just looking that up. And it's 40.
Exactly.
It's 40,000 people died last year of.
Exactly, but we're not
Auto
going to get rid of cars because people
But
want to
because
drive.
people don't purposely kill people on cars.
I know,
But it doesn't
the
matter.
thing is,
That many people still die from cars.
like, I don't think it's my my right to tell people what their hobbies can or can't be,
Yes,
just because
exactly.
it could be unsafe. I know I don't own any guns. I don't.
I would
But
totally own
if
guns if they
people
weren't
do
expensive.
and they like
though.
it. and they have fun with them.
Yeah.
Whatever they want to do, fuck them.
They are
As long as
fun.
they're not shooting people.
Didn't you guys go on a date of shooting guns?
We did.
It's
We did.
fun.
It is.
Yeah.
It's really
It's
fun
not
to
like
shoot
the
guns.
funnest thing in the world, but like...
But to you, it's not. But to some people,
yeah,
it is.
some people have a hell of a time, but, you know.
Yeah. Some people actually treat guns like cars. Like, they know all the new
exactly.
models, they know all the new specs.
Here's the thing, in cars too, like, people will buy, like, a BMW, Ferrari, like, there's no reason you will ever need to go as fast as a Ferrari can make you go.
It's so true.
There's
freeway,
zero
yes.
need to ever do that.
Yeah.
There's zero need to ever have an automatic rifle that'll shoot as fast as those guns. But, you know, if you want to do it, what the fuck do I care?
But here's the problem when we talk about that. Where do you have to draw a line at some point, right? Like,
No. It says in the Second Amendment, the Congress shall pass no laws abridging the
right to bear arms.
The right to bear arms.
But
I believe I should be able to go and buy uranium
that's what I'm saying. Like,
and set up a nuclear weapon.
how come no one fights for the right to own a bazooka?
Because
I think they should.
it's
I think
actually-
people should be allowed
But-
to own
but
bazookas
that-
personally.
Only for hunting.
Only-
Same thing with the
only for
nuclear
hunting.
bomb.
Jesus, that poor deer.
The thing liberals don't understand, all right, is how good radioactive deer meat tastes.
Those damn libtards. But seriously though, like, it is like you have to make an arbitrary, like, here's where we won't sell it to the public, right? Like, and I don't know where that actually is. It's automatic, right? You can't have an automatic weapon.
Yeah, you can't have an automatic weapon.
So already that's a line I don't think that should be crossed. Like, why the hell does that matter?
Yeah. Because you can, like that guy, he just had a bump stock that turned his gun into an automatic weapon.
Yeah, exactly. It's such a useless law.
And here's the thing, not only are these all useless, if you're remotely intelligent, like, I think I could figure out how to build a gun. If I, like, quit my job and spent, like, a month on it, you can make a gun out of just
Dude,
some
somebody made a
machine
3D
parts.
printed
It's not going
gun.
to be that good.
Like, you can
Yeah.
download
it's
his
not
plans.
Gonna up to the standard where.
No, but I bet I can
I
make it
don't
fully
know.
automatic.
You need a precise controlled machine. Machine.
Yeah,
Build
if you
it.
get a machine, you can do it.
Yeah.
You get
No, you can get a 3D
CNC
printed
machines
gun
Yeah,
already.
yeah.
You can definitely do it, yeah.
I mean, it's not going to be great, but it's...
And it's not only that, you can do better than a gun.
Yeah, that's actually true. You can already make bombs better than a gun.
I was gonna say you probably can make an RPG, but
I don't really understand why you can't have... Especially because I think, in the end, not only should people just be able to have it as a hobby to shoot guns for shits and giggles, if that's what they're into, but I still believe that the right to bear arms is because there might be a time where you might have to shoot not necessarily a government, but whoever's attacking you. But it could be the government.
Yeah.
Some entity attacking you, and why can't you have in your house the best way to protect your house or your family? I don't see why not.
true that. Yeah,
If you go through all the paperwork to get an automatic weapon or a bazooka, hey, you went through all the paperwork. But I think there should be a lot of paperwork and background checks for it.
This is another maybe morbid example. But there are other reasons I think I would definitely want the ability to purchase a gun. Say a loved one gets murdered, raped, something terrible.
be able to revenge.
Yeah, and the justice system doesn't quite come through for you.
Just
I know it's horrible, but I feel like
I get that.
I kind of might want to take it into my own hands.
Yeah.
Or, I mean, it could be something that really...
Yeah, I know, I
You want to seek
understand.
a little something for.
Yeah.
And,
I really think that's ingrained in our culture, though, to, enjoy guns and owning guns. It's such a part of American history to be able to have your own
part of
gun to defend your house.
That's just America.
I agree.
And England's like, bro, you guys don't need to have guns. Like, our cops don't even have guns. They're like, yeah, that's why we fucking got our independence from you, because everybody had a fucking gun.
It's how we won.
But it's serious, though. Think about any force invading America. If it really got to, like...
Every hillbilly will be shooting at you.
Think of like Red Dawn levels. Like, dude, every motherfucker, like, all the crazy people would just start coming out. Because when America's under attack, all of a sudden the left and right just come together and be like, nah. You don't attack America. That's one good example of tragedies like Vegas, though. Where, yeah, somebody did something completely horrendous, but then you see... the true humanity where everybody's lining up to donate blood and everybody's giving to charity and all that stuff. You see the actual side of humanity. Like, that guy's just the lowest percent of humanity that happens once in a while.
Yeah, I guess, like, you know, these guns and bump stocks have been available for God knows how long. A long time.
Yeah, for sure.
This is the first time someone rational enough to figure out that you attach it, you get up in a high building and you shoot, like...
It's so fucking crazy.
One per every 30 years, like, this large is not that bad.
It's so goddamn random. And...
yeah, it is. No, though, there's some unrandomness to it, though.
What?
In that, like...
Did he hate country music?
I don't think so. No, I mean, this guy is random. But there has been a trend line up.
Oh, yeah,
in the last 5 years of shootings.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, so it's following a trend line.
I think that's just a part of...
but it's hard to know why he specifically did it.
I think it's just mental illness is increasing because of cities increasing. And when you have more cities, you have more mental illness. That's just a fact. The more cities you have, the more mental illness. It wasn't the guy actually, like, from a nice family and shit, too? Like...
oh, he was rich, yeah.
Yeah, like, he was...
that's like like, he just seems really, like he wouldn't... like, there's no clear motivation that he left, like, any reason for. But he seemed rational enough to figure out, like, how to carry it out. Maybe he just has some really mundane reason, like...
whoa, he is not mundane anymore. Hold on, hold the fucking phone.
Like...
No.
No, okay,
I'm reading the Wikipedia. If this is true, because it is Wikipedia.
Oh.
History here. Benjamin was a convicted bank robber who escaped
prison
in 1969.
His father was a bank robber.
Family business, huh?
Paddock was born. He grew up as 4 sons. Benjamin. Okay, yes, his father was. And his father was on the FBI's most wanted list. So there you have a descendant of somebody on the FBI's most wanted list. That's already not a good start. He worked for the federal government. Oh shit! Conspiracy theories are gonna be.
Oh yeah, they already are.
Huge on this. Oh no!
You haven't looked at Reddit's conspiracy?
No,
or something?
but I'm going to.
They're fun to just look at because they're so like he was an FBI agent and he was involved in arms deals to ISIS, and there are so many other ones, but they're almost all certainly false. But you can see them build this narrative.
The way you said that, though, is you couldn't say they're all false, because maybe 1 out of 50 of the retarded things that go on there might actually be true. Is it our conspiracy theory? Is that the subreddit?
I think our conspiracy. I think he was just, tired of not finding a parking spot.
It's like, I should have been employee of the month.
No, not like get the employee of the month parking spot. I meant like if there are less people, there are less people parking. So that's what I meant by like a mundane reason, or like more likely like you wanted fame or something. Like you don't accomplish much in life, so you want to. Hey, I'll get on the news.
The problem is, you and I have never been to the point where we randomly decided, let's just go and shoot a bunch of people with a gun. Like, I can't put myself into somebody's shoes like that. Like, I don't understand it. Like, I don't get how you get to the point of just, hey, I'm going to randomly kill a bunch of people.
Yeah, it's the randomly that's really, really crazy.
Yeah, it's... Because when it was like, ISIS or some Muslim doing something in the name of their religion, you're like, oh, okay, let's, like, I get your upbringing and I
you
understand
actually
what happened.
have a reason.
Yeah, I can follow the path. So weird. The first thing on our conspiracy is so dumb, though. Records show that while he was in his car and left the hotel garage, one of his key cards was used to get into his hotel room. But, like, there's hotel maids and shit, so, like, what the hell does that mean?
Yeah.
Because
Because it'll fuel the conspiracy. That's why it matters.
Yeah.
Alright, anything else we want to talk about?
You mean this isn't a nice uplifting story for the Discourse audience?
I just think we're getting to the point where we're like, let's look online at stuff.
Yeah, it's true. It seems like that's all that's in the news anymore, though, is tragedy. So, like, what else? What else can we talk about? I recently got back into Magic, man. Magic wrote me in because they had a set. They had a set last season that was Egyptian themed, and so they had like cats and stuff.
I think I remember you telling me that. Yeah.
And now they have fucking pirates and dinosaurs. And it's just, I realize how good of a design Magic still is.
I don't know.
Be a
I
great
just feel
game.
like I never have enough time to even get into games like those anymore.
Yeah.
Takes too much effort.
Yeah.
It is a lot
And
of
I
time.
always just feel like I'm being scammed. Every pack I buy, I feel like I should be on the other end of this transaction. I should have a game where I'm selling people packs that go obsolete after, a year.
I don't really buy packs, so that's definitely not the way to do it. If you buy packs, quote unquote, you should just do a draft. Which,
So you just, buy decks?
No, so a draft is you basically buy 3 packs and you draft out of those packs and make a deck out of that, and then you play each other who also did that to win more packs, basically. That's it's called limited, and that's like the most popular way to play Magic, basically. People really... Standard's still popular, like actually taking the most recent cards and making a deck out of them, but drafting like that's the most popular way to play anymore, it seems like. Plus, it would be kind of stupid to do packs anymore with Magic, because you can basically buy anything you want online. Like, if you want to make a deck, you could buy the whole deck online.
I don't know. I think if you don't play tournaments, and you just play among friends,
Yeah.
you should just print them out.
You could, yeah. I mean...
Don't buy a goddamn thing.
Yeah, why not? I have the ones that are fake cards, because I'm like, I'm not going to spend $50 on this card. I'm going to spend $1 and get a fake version of it, because it plays all the same when I'm with friends.
It's actually pretty stupid to think about. It's a, what's that called? Fake scarcity?
Yeah. Artificial scarcity.
Yeah, that's true. It's the only game that can still do that, too.
Yeah,
Like,
just like
barely any other game survive that way.
like in the fashion industry, they call some sort of design as a limited edition. You just paint the flower a little differently.
But there's something
It's
to be
been
said,
going on
like,
for years.
they create the scarcity, but they never reprint cards like that until they do, like, Modern Masters and stuff. So, they do create the scarcity, but maintain
But it's
it.
just cardboard with
Yes.
a picture on it.
Exactly. You can see
Yes,
through that
yes, it
very
is.
easily.
Yes, it is. But it is
The
also the
biggest-
best game ever designed.
The biggest artificial scarcity is a diamond. Yeah.
No, as a Bitcoin investor, I would say that's pretty big artificial scarcity. I mean, it's just it's bits on a computer.
That's actually true.
It's scarce
That's
by
true.
design.
It's literally artificial scarcity.
Yeah.
But he pointed out the one big thing in the modern society. Most of stuff is artificial scarcity. So why don't you use the artificial scarcity of a coin to buy artificial scarcity of a item that you wanted?
Yeah.
To make you feel
Yeah,
good about yourself.
you're basically always trading some sort of artificial scarcity for another artificial scarcity.
Exactly. Yeah.
This is true.
Interesting way to view it.
Yeah. Yeah, now make fun of Magic Cardboard with your paper money or your fake coins.
Zach,
What's
I
up?
have a rare piece of cardboard that I just signed myself. No other cardboard in existence
Whoa.
has my very signature on it.
Ooh.
I would like to buy your house for this unique thing. Houses, there are a million of them. They're all over. But
Yeah,
this
but
cardboard,
they're all different, and they all have their own little signature on them.
are they though? A lot of them are the exact same cookie cutter homes.
I got 38 cents
What?
for your piece of cardboard.
No. My cardboard is way more rare than your house.
Nah, man, I just valued it. You're stuck. It's 38 cents.
I forgot to mention one thing about my cardboard, Zach.
What?
Limited edition.
Oh!
Oh, that's the deal, man.
You should have started with.
And, but wait, there's more. This deal expires at midnight tonight.
Oh, that's the
I'm on
argument.
Eastern time. It's already expired, bro.
No, you should say like now pre-order only, limited amount.
That is one of my design goals, though, is to design a Magic-esque game.
Magic-esque?
Yeah. With, like, the rarity system and stuff. But more in a board game fashion. Instead of a card game with rarities.
Oh, okay. A card, like, so you still want a board game with... You can have a board game with pieces you buy and the stuff changes all the time.
Exactly.
Interesting idea.
That's exactly
Feels
what
like a business should want to pick that up because, you know, like...
Mm-hmm.
you keep
Well, they
doing
made
the same shit.
basically, it's called Dice Masters.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's like a dice game, and they do sell, like, boosters and stuff, and there are rarities, but it's for dice. And there are cards that go with the dice, but it's basically a dice game.
I think you should actually just basically blatantly rip Magic off. Like, rather than
do
Magic,
that a lot.
it should be called Sorcery. And then, like, if they have dwarves, you spell it with an F if they spell it with a V, and then it's the exact same thing.
Literally just copy every set they come out with, just
Yeah.
every single thing. I don't know though. I've been listening to Mark Rosewater. His podcast.
I know exactly who that is. I'm a big fan of that guy you just named.
He's a famous game designer. He's been designing Magic sets for since basically the beginning of Magic, since the second or third set or something.
Oh, okay.
But he does a lot of game design columns because even though he's been designing the same game, Magic's such a dynamic game. He knows a lot about game design. So he's one of those people like Richard Garfield, Mark Rosewater. Like he'd be on the Mount Rushmore of game design, probably.
No, okay. I don't think they're about to build a Mount Rushmore for game designers.
They should.
They should, but it'll be on the rock in someone's backyard. And even that will be people think they paid too much.
Soon we're gonna have to have a Mount Rushmore of fucking mass murderers.
That would be an interesting concept.
Who are we gonna sell it to?
I don't know. Some people are really into him. Everyone likes... how many books have been written about, Jack the Ripper?
That's true.
Too many.
Yeah,
That is
exactly.
so true.
He is a very inspiring character.
There are a lot of fucking board games about him too.
See?
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
It's all good after 50, 60 years.
Yeah, just wait 100 years and this guy, there'll be Las Vegas Shooter the board game.
Wait, are 9/11 jokes
In a
still
century.
He won't
okay?
be because he's not the one who started mass shooter, right?
Mhm.
He just happened to be the largest for now, right?
True.
I mean, it doesn't make him any more significant. He's not, from a history standpoint, not as big as a Columbine shooter. Because
All
Columbine
right.
shooter
I
was
got it.
the first one, right?
I'll make a game called Fish in a Barrel.
What?
I got this joke. It's pretty dark.
You should already know. No. It's a game about shooting fish in a barrel. Jeez,
Oh.
what are you guys thinking?
Oh, people call it Normandy landing.
But seriously though, so we have games about Jack the Ripper, how long till we have games about 9/11 or about these other tragedies? Like, it'll happen eventually, right? Like, there's probably, I think they've already made a game about Columbine, haven't they? Like a video game?
I don't think a wide release.
No,
one, but
not a
yes.
wide release game, but an indie game. Like, what is the cutoff period? Like, how long do people wait before it's okay?
South Park answered that, right? The
Did
AIDS,
they?
how long was it till AIDS was funny?
AIDS is funny, so apparently...
Yeah,
what,
you don't
30
remember
years?
that episode of South Park?
No, I don't. So apparently 30 years.
Yeah, something like that. How long AIDS is funny? How long until AIDS is funny? 22.3 years, because this is an old episode. But remember they had, so this is before Jared was a pedophile, an outed pedophile. But Jared from Subway said it was found out that he only lost weight because he had AIDS.
Oh.
But he meant AIDS as in assistance.
Yeah.
And then when it was revealed, they all started laughing. They're like, "Wait, we're laughing about AIDS. Is that okay?" Well, yeah, it is, because it's been 22.3 years. That must be the official time
You know
that
what,
it's okay
though?
to
Like,
laugh about AIDS.
It kind of makes sense because then you have enough people in their youth to have not lived through that. Like, they're after 20 years. So, what is that? In 2023, 9/11 will be funny to people who never lived through it?
Yeah, like never actually experienced.
Yeah.
Like, you're not going to go and like get upset at someone that laughs about the Black Death. Like,
Yeah.
it
Like, how dare
happened,
you?
700 years ago.
Talk about that thing that literally annihilated most of the population.
Yeah.
But also, it's a little different talking about Black Death, where it's like an outside force, as opposed to like Jack the Ripper, where it's somebody literally targeting and killing people. I think there's also a big difference in that.
I
Like,
suppose so.
you can make Pearl Harbor jokes, they're just not that funny because, I don't know, there's not as much Pearl Harbor jokes.
What's a good Pearl Harbor joke?
Exactly. That movie.
That's true.
Could be a lot better.
That was an awful movie. Yeah, see, there's not like a lot of good jokes and setups for Pearl Harbor, but like 9/11, you got towers and stuff. There's a lot you can work with. You got airplanes. There's already a lot of airplane jokes, so now you're just adding to those.
Yeah, it's easy to work never forget into a joke, but a day that will live in infamy, that's like, when the fuck does anyone ever say that? No, every time Chloe messes up on cooking something, I go, "This will be a day that lives in infamy for the rest of time."
Yeah, right?
I give a whole
Like,
big
it doesn't
speech.
Not a
No.
lot to work with. Also, like 9/11's already a pun for emergency. Like, you already got. There's just so much more to work with here.
Mm-hmm.
As a joke writer, people are like, "Yes, 9/11. We got a lot to work with. We just got to wait 22.3 years before we can do this material."
I think I'm gonna start naming my my lunchbox 9/11
What?
because I keep forgetting to take it to work, and that way I'll never forget.
Oh God!
Terrible.
Oh, but funny. It's fun. I mean, it'll be funny in about 5 years. That joke.
Oh, I'm sorry.
This-
We'll hear this in 5 years.
This specific podcast is going to take off in 5 years. It's gonna be a good one.
Ugh.
I don't know. I remember thinking about like what would be a 9/11 board game though. Like I've actually thought about
9/11
this.
board game.
Like an acceptable.
How dark do you
one.
want to get?
But that's what I'm saying. Like an acceptable one now would actually be like defeat the terrorists. But still, I don't think you could release a
No.
9/11 board game.
If you wanted like a dark one, it's like get out of the tower.
Yeah, that's true. I'm thinking like if I wanted to actually sell it, like I think this
Maybe we
would
should
be
start
acceptable.
cutting at this podcast.
Maybe
Get a little
you
dark.
shouldn't air this podcast. This is
Did
just
we
giving
get
them
to that
ideas.
point?
yeah, I think it's a little bit there. Yeah, already. Yep.
I'll re-listen to it, but I'm being serious though. If I wanted to create a board game that was acceptable to the population about 9/11, is that even possible?
I have no idea, man.
It would it would have to be like a firefighter, like rescue.
There you go. A rescue thing.
That's what it would have to be. Even then, it would be a tough sell. That'd be a tough sell. Yeah, that'd be tough. Maybe I need to go to the drawing board. All right, we better.
I want you to just submit the idea that I gave you to one publisher.
Somebody did create a terrorism board game or something, somewhat like maybe 5-10 years after 9/11.
Is it?
I think it was called War on Terror.
Maybe.
Huh?
Or one of the games. Don't you play as like the terrorists or the Americans or something?
I think it's the Call of Duty.
Call of Duty.
One of them, like
really?
Terrorists, right?
Russian airport, I think.
Yeah.
Something like that.
So
I really need.
2 teams.
I think we can air this episode. I'll just put a caveat at the beginning.
Okay.
Hey guys, we're really offensive in this episode, America. But yeah,
it was mostly Chloe though.
I mean, making that stomach joke about Ralphie May, how dare you?
Unbelievable.
And then you're all like...
It happened today, Chloe. Today. That's not 22.3 years.
I feel like death of people, it's only like 1 year. If that. Maybe 1 month. Because there's always people who didn't like whoever, or didn't even hear of whoever passed away. So you're more safe on that. When it's a tragedy and you have 400 and some people injured and 60 people dead, it's a little harder to make jokes about it. I mean,
it would be good if someone came up with an equation. Like, so one person is dead. But you also have to have a fame factor. Like, Ralphie May wasn't that famous, so he only gets a few more hours than most people. But, you know, like Michael Jackson, you gotta wait a month before you make a joke about him.
That's true. Well, no, because Michael Jackson had jokes about him while he was alive.
But you don't joke about his death. Except there's a little might have diddled kids factor you have to apply
Exactly.
there.
So, like, you can
and
target
that lessens it a little bit.
You can target him. He's all good.
See, like, people are joking about Bill Cosby dying now, and he's not dead. So because, you know, he's a rapist.
You can't rape or diddle kids and not get made fun of while you're alive. You just can't.
No, made fun of about your death while you're alive.
That's true.
Maybe it would be a good thing if we could hurry this along.
Maybe we should encourage that death.
Yeah.
I think Malcolm Gladwell just needs to write a book about tragedies and just start talking about the economics of them. If there's anybody that could write a good book about it, it's him. And he could call it Why the Terrorists Won. And that's how we'll end the podcast. All right. Good talk, guys.
Yeah. I thought we should have ended it on a 9/11 joke.
Terrible, guys. Terrible. The reason I'm saying that is because I'm the only one who's not drunk, apparently.
Oh, yeah. She didn't drink anything.
Well,
and she made the sickest jokes.
She did. It's messed up. All right, let's end that.
All right. I'll feel it. Oh, yeah.